And welcome back to Who Would Win. We're pretty much, it's not really the week of Who Would Win, but because the month ended a few days past Sunday, we'll treat it still as the week of Who Would Win. So there's still a Who Would Win today, Tuesday, and on Wednesday. But then we'll skip back to our regular schedule, nothing on Thursday and then Friday. This comes to us from John, who asked the question, who won a fight, the MCU Black Panther or Power Rangers Ninja Storm Red Ranger, or Shane, I believe, is the name of the character, if I'm not mistaken. Shane Clark. Now, the Power Rangers are the Power Rangers. They get the power from the morphing grid, among other areas, depending on the version you're looking at. But they're still Power Rangers regardless. Shane is the Red Wind Ranger. Now, as the Red Wind Ranger, he has base Power Rangers abilities, enhanced physicality. Particularly the Ninja Storm Rangers are faster than your average Ranger. Can basically disappear in the blink of an eye. If you're not trained to follow them, you're not going to be able to keep up with them. And enhanced agility as well. Where is it? Yeah, enhanced speed, enhanced agility. Can jump higher than the average person, move faster than the eye can see, and often use high speed rushing attacks. As a ninja, they have stealth, mind block. Shane's teammates can focus their inner energies and resist mental attacks. Doesn't matter in this fight. Ninja Beans, which is basically using his wind morpher, can fire red energy lasers. There you go. And air manipulation, which he can control for effects including projecting gusts of wind as an offensive weapon, or walking on air as if it's solid ground. So, there you go. Now, we're not going to be adding the Zord, whichever his Zord was, now that I think about it. I don't know. Zords. He had the Hawk Zord, the Serpent Sword, why does it say sword? I'm guessing it's the Serpent Zord. Anyway, yeah, he had the Hawk Zord. But anyway, we're not going to include a Zord because that's kind of usually that'd be a stomp. And I'm not saying it would be a stomp here, but it's certainly not a fair thing to do. It's like, well, Black Panther's got his armor and Rhino's. It's still a freaking Zord. I don't care if they got vibranium. But that being said, the MCU Black Panther is a master in hand-to-hand combat, being pretty much the only one in Captain America Civil War who was not only going toe-to-toe, but was effectively handling Bucky in his Winter Soldier state in terms of hand-to-hand combat. Bucky ran from those fights. So he's an accomplished martial artist. He's also the King of Wakanda, so he's got royal authority. But more importantly, he is, the Black Panther. He's got enhanced physicality as a Black Panther, stronger and faster than the average human, can recover faster. His suit is made of vibranium, so he can't be hurt in the conventional sense. Bullets just bounce right off him. Absorbs vibration. He can survive being in a center of an explosion without too much difficulty. He can take blunt force attacks without too much, problems, as long as it's not a huge blunt force attack from a very powerful object. He's got claws of vibranium. He's super agile, but he also has the ability to absorb kinetic energy and then release it in the form of a shockwave energy blast. So these two meet in a fight and obviously, as you can tell in the image here, Shane's got upgraded forms like a lot of Rangers do, increasing power output, defensive capabilities, you name it. These two meet in combat. I'll say that Shane's probably a little faster. Maybe they think he's a Ranger of some kind, or an enemy. His suit would make him look like an enemy to the Power Rangers, I bet. So they would try to take him on, but Shane is still like a teenager with attitude. So I guess the grown-ass man who is a master warrior, he's going to actually probably get his ass handed to him in a straight-out hand-to-hand fight. Add on the fact that while we don't really know how vibranium would stack up in the Power Rangers world, it most likely can tear through most of what he has without too much difficulty. Now, I do think he's probably got a bit of a speed advantage on T'Challa. I always do that. I always go with a ch before the t. T'Challa. He's probably got a bit of a speed advantage because T'Challa doesn't disappear in a blink of an eye like that. At least not in terms of super speed. He doesn't. So he does probably have a speed advantage, but blitzing him isn't going to do much. Yeah, you might knock him down, but T'Challa's going to be absorbing all the kinetic force from those hits, which means he's going to basically, at some point, just release it as he comes in for another hit, blast him back. He gets hit by maybe an energy beam. Maybe the vibranium starts to react a little bit to that, but unless it's a sound-based technique which destabilizes the vibranium, as we see in Black Panther, no real... Shane doesn't really have anything to get through the vibranium suit. And that's kind of key in this fight, is that he just doesn't have anything to actually hurt T'Challa with. Ultimately, I think this would be a bit of a fight of attrition. They would try their best. Shane would try his best to put T'Challa down, but T'Challa would just eventually, boom, slash, put him down, basically. He just put him to the floor. And there's not much Shane can bring to the fight outside of a Zord that T'Challa can't handle. And even then, I would argue the Zord might be managed, because really, he just has to get to the driver of the Zord, or the pilot of the Zord. So really, he could just climb on the Zord, and Shane wouldn't be able to find where he is, and eventually cuts open like the window on the Zord where he's like, hiding in, or like piloting, and they continue the fight in there, making the Zord kind of useless in the fight. Is this a scenario where you think even with the Zord, it wouldn't necessarily be a stomp, because he's got a Zord to stomp on him or fire energy, that suit can take a lot of damage. So I would say that, yeah, even with the Zord, it wouldn't be a clear-cut victory. I think Black Panther is taking this the majority of the time. I do think T'Challa from the MCU will be handling his business and prove why he is the king. Wakanda forever. So, thanks for watching. Apparently, rest in peace. Bozeman would have been 45 today. It sucked. Oh, God, we missed that man. He was just a nice guy and a great actor. But anyway, I digress. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Hit that bell if you want to be notified. Thanks for watching. I'll see you folks next time. Have a good one.